Here's one that comes from Footy Insider. Now, I would say take this with a very large pinch of salt, but I'd also take it. So this piece here from Footy Insider said Liverpool will try to tempt Newcastle into selling Alexander Isak in the summer by offering Darwin Núñez in part exchange. Now, you look at that and you think, yeah, okay, fair enough. It's just a lazy take. But it's important to think about this as well, to know that before they signed Isak, they were looking at Darwin Núñez. Now, I have no idea whether they have any interest in Darwin Núñez anymore, whether Darwin Núñez would have any interest in going to Newcastle. I have absolutely no idea. But I'd do it. I'd do it in a heartbeat. I'd sell Darwin to Newcastle and throw whatever needs to be put on top there to get Isak. But let me know your thoughts on it. Now, I'm not saying it's happening, as I said, but there is at least some credibility to the fact that previously Newcastle had looked at Darwin Núñez before they went and signed Alexander Isak. And look, I think they got the right guy, in fairness to Newcastle. Sam said they've seen him play now. Pass. Well, they will have to bring in a striker if they lose Isak. Now, I've said this to you guys yesterday. My own personal thoughts on Newcastle and Isak is I don't think it would happen unless they don't get European or Champions League football, and the PSR stuff maybe makes them have to move on a big name. And then I could see a world where maybe Isak angles for a move away, and Newcastle are maybe, because of the finances, have to sell a big player. So for me, if Newcastle get Champions League football, I don't think there's any hope that Isak comes to Liverpool or anywhere else, to be honest. I think he stays at Newcastle for the following season. So for me, I think that has to happen in order for us to have a chance. And then, of course, we'll talk money and all that stuff. Mido said, if Isak comes to Liverpool, the Prem will become boring and we would basically be unstoppable. Well, to be fair, I think Manchester City are going to have something to say about that and they're going to splash more cash. But it would certainly put us in a very good position. It really would. If you kept Mo, let's say, and Virgil, and whatever happens with Trent, and you brought in Isak to replace Núñez, and then you strategically brought in a left-back, and we'll talk about the left-back situation in a moment because I have a bit of news on Kirkes. So if you brought in a left-back, you brought in a centre-back, and we finally found that midfielder, I don't think we're too far away then from being what I would consider to be an almost complete squad.